Hello everyone, welcome to Shekhar's history classes. As part of historiography series, let us see two great people who discovered Indus Valley civilization in a systematic way. If you see this, today we are proudly saying that India is known for one of the oldest civilizations in the world, that is Indus Valley civilization. But the people who really discovered them were Dayaram Shahani and R.D. Banerjee. These are the images. Dayaram Shahani and R.D. Banerjee. These two great Indian archaeologists were instrumental in unearthing this. Harappa was there in the minds of archaeologists for a very long period of time, but they were not considering it is something very big. It is something part of very big civilization. In 1920s, India was also fighting against British colonial masters. Non-cooperation movement was going on in 1921. And during that time period, Dayaram Sahani excavated Harappa and he discovered so many evidences from there. And it proved that it is not something small mound. There is something much treasure of information is hidden in the discovery of various artifacts from Harappa. In 1922, it became very clear that when R.D. Banerjee excavated Mohenjodaro, so many evidences which were discovered in Mohenjodaro were similar to Harappa. Similar kind of pottery, similar kind of seals, similar kind of urban planning, streets. Many things are similar to Harappa. As a result, it was confirmed that Harappa-like cities were there in other places also. And Harappa and Mohenjodaro both were connected with each other. They are not different one. They are connected with each other because similar kind of seal, similar kind of town planning, similar kind of pottery means continuous interaction between these two must be there. Otherwise, it is not possible that kind of similarity. And that shows both were must be part of single civilization. And that confirmed, that's why in 1924, it was officially announced that India was having Indus Valley civilization. And later, so many sites were excavated, and today we have these many sites related to Indus Valley civilization. And their contribution laid foundation for unearthing one of the oldest civilizations, not only India, it is for entire humanity itself. This is one of the oldest civilizations of human history itself. And in fact, in comparison with contemporary civilizations like Mesopotamia, Egypt, Chinese civilization, this civilization is the largest civilization, given the size and spread of this civilization. And it was a proud moment for Indians also that when Britishers were continuously abusing Indians, belittling Indians by saying that Indians were not civilized, this is an answer to that colonial ideology of spreading the idea of India was not civilized. It is a great counter to that argument, and it proved that with all evidences that even much before Europeans colonized, much Europeans civilized, India was civilized. Indians were living in cities, and the kind of artistic pattern, the kind of style, the kind of objects which IVC people developed, they were of high quality in nature. That shows how Indians were evolved by this time period itself. 2500 BC, 2000 BC means 4000 years ago itself, Indians were living in urban areas. When most of Europe was living in the agriculture phase or hunting and gathering phase, Indians were living in cities. So that's what RD, Dayaram Sahani, RD Banerjee, their systematic excavation of these two cities played very important role in unearthing this great civilization. And in fact, Harappa became the first site properly excavated and it became type site. That's why Indus Valley civilization also we call Harappan civilization, because of the first systematic site which was excavated by Dayram Sahani. For his contribution, he also became Director General of ASI, and in fact, he is the first Indian. Who is the first Director General of ASI? Please write in the comment box. He is the first Indian Director General of ASI. So these are the contributions of Dayram Sahani and R.D. Banerjee. All right, and these two people are very important. Whenever IVs related question come in the examination, you can first remember these two people and you can write. All right, thank you.